I want to pause here for a second and address a concern that many writers have brought up with me over the last few years. And that concern is this: what about writing? How am I supposed to do all of these things and still find time to write? And that is a very good question, and I think it's one that everyone should be considering all the time. Here's my answer to this: write first. If you never want to market your book or your work, you don't have to. But if you want to make a career out of this, the more products you have and the more books you have, the better. Which means you need to write books first. If you only have 10 minutes a day to do something related to your career, spend your 10 minutes writing, 100%. If you have an hour a day, spend your hour writing. It is better to write than to market. And I know that if you're not making a lot of money still in your career, it can seem kind of pointless to keep doing writing and to never do marketing, right? Because you're like, well, I need fans and I need an audience and I need to make money if I want to make this a career. And that's technically true, but it's actually more true that in most cases, I don't think you can make a career as a writer unless you're writing books. If your only goal is to make money, at least for the first few years, you'll probably make more money working at a grocery store, just to be honest, unless you get really lucky. The first few years is going to be about building. It's going to be about building a library of work. It's going to be about building systems that work for you. And it's going to require investment, both of time and money. And if your entire goal for becoming a career writer is to just make money, I would recommend here that maybe you consider another line of work. Not that it's impossible, because it isn't. It is absolutely possible. But it requires time, it requires effort, and it requires money. And I really think that you have to want to do this for the love of writing and the love of stories if you're going to do it long term throughout the course of your life. It takes time, energy, effort, and a lot of writing. So write first, market later. If you only have time to do one thing, let it be writing. And then you can build all of the other stuff slowly when you have the time, energy, or money to do so. The marketing, it's necessary, but it is not as necessary as writing. So if you're wondering, how am I supposed to find the time to write and do all of this? Write first. And I will say it again, always write first. Write first, market second.